Good evening, everyone.
Hello.
I am Jed. How are you?
I'll find you.
Yeah, I'm not that far away.
Mm,
Whew, ain't it been a scorcher again today? So, hiya, Ruby. How are you? So yeah. I didn't know what to put for title. I couldn't put Monday Madness really, because So I just thought I'd put what's been happening. Not a lot really, but hey ho. Well, there's three of you in, yet it's only saying two.
mm,
So, yeah, how you doing, Amjad? How you doing, Ruby? Chris and Callum's been out.
Hi, Bradfield.
That's it. I was going to say out with drone. I look a bit wonky donkey, but hey ho. So yeah, been out with the drone. They've been out with the cameras, etc. You're a bear. I'm just a parrot. So yeah, and apparently this heat wave is going to continue into Thursday. So I made sure that they got the Sun Factor 50 on before they went out. Yeah, and Chris still got burnt, even though it's Factor 50. So yeah, nothing really. A lot's been happening. Obviously, the situation. I've ended up getting some cream from Doctor. That sounds a bit ominous, doesn't it? I've been to doctors for some cream. So yeah, I've got like some spots in my ears, and hiya Mark, how are you? So yeah, so plus it's this side. Yeah, here, like started. Oh no, it's this side. I forget which side it is now. So I've got like some spots coming, and they're to loss to understand what it is. So the cream that they gave me is some kind of, I don't know, antibiotic cream, something open, it clears them all up. So, but the first initially thought it was the shingles again, but I had a swab taken and it wasn't. So that's a relief. So yeah, so that's a bit of a relief to know there are in shingles. So she says the only thing I can say is I'll give you this cream. It's like an antibiotic cream, and it's supposed to clear up. It's irritating when they're like right in your ear. Yeah, we're not too bad. Yeah, dreading next Monday because that is the day. Yeah, when we lay his mum to rest. So that's that's all I'm saying on the subject. So it's gotten quite complicated, but hey ho. So yeah, we'll leave it at that. But Chris has taken his mind off things. He's going out and about, trying to, take advantage of the lovely weather that we're having. So but it's that warm at night. You can't sleep though. I were on and off all night last night. We've got windows open. If we'd got a quiet fan, then we'd have a fan on in the bedroom. But this one, I mean, that's why I ain't got it on now, because it's so noisy that, I mean, there's no this. Yeah, we're all right, Mark. Yeah, so I mean, I'd it if it were quiet, I'd have it on now, but it's so noisy, so we've got no chance of having it on in the bedroom. Otherwise, we'd never get no sleep.
Dad's ears will be blazing out.
Yeah, Mark says he's got a fan, but it's loud. You see, we've got two. Chris has got one of the, like a desktop, what I call a desktop. It's about so high.
Which
you
is
know,
like as much use as a
chocolate pie guard, yeah. But I've got one of them like tall ones that stands on a stand, and that makes a lot of noise. You know, if we could make a quiet one, then yeah. But I'm such a light sleeper anyway.
Amjad, we leave our whole body.
Yeah, we just oh that were good and weren't it this morning? Oh dear. Well, we never wear anything in bed. Nah, it's been that hot. We've said to Callum, don't, you know, if you know, if you're unsticky, just lie in bed naked, right? So anyway, about 9 o'clock this morning, I could hear this noise. I thought, what the heck's that? It run it window cleaner, weren't it? And there's like cracks in our cracks in his curtains. So I'm there going, Chris, wake up, window cleaner's here. So I quickly put covers over me so we didn't sort of catch an eyeful, you know, and scarring for life sort of thing. But anyway, so that were a bit of a funny story, you know. The window cleaner nearly got her eye full of us all. I sleeping outdoor on my backyard naked. Now, I won't go as far as that, Mark, but yeah. Window cleaner nearly got more than he bargained for earlier, well, this morning. So, but yeah. And I says to Chris, because see, when we moved in here, I hadn't got any wide curtains. So we ended up having to put like 3 curtains up, but they still sort of barely meet, if you know what I mean. So Mark says he sleeps outdoors naked. She's not too bad. I think she's been in contact with a sleep clinic, so I think they're sort of trying to sort her out, but they've said she's got like severe insomnia, so you know. But you see, we couldn't do that, Mark, because our house backs onto another one. So if we were to go out in garden and sleep naked out in garden, you know, all neighbours would get more than what they, you know.
Come here.
So yeah, I mean, it's not feasible to do that here because our back garden backs onto somebody else's.
And plus, gardens full of weeds, and garden not coming for another 2 weeks now because they don't put gardens, right?
So yeah, so but you know, I mean, while that it don't bother me, you know, I'm not ashamed of my body. I just don't want all and sundry seeing it. Yeah, she's good at what she does, Amjad. Trust me, absolutely fantastic. Yeah, she is like top notch when it comes to Bella's daughter. Guilty Kate, yeah. But yeah, she's good at what she does, Amjad.
Nearly as good as me.
Oh dear. But the thing is, it's sort of using, you know, I mean, we've got windows open, we've got all windows open, we've got patio doors open, we've got fans on. Oh. He says, I got a rare problem with hot weather and heat. But this is, I mean, you could probably can see it, but I'm you know, I'm melting. But yeah, it's like this, you know. We moan when it's cold, yet we moan when it's hot. So he says, I'm excited for tomorrow because it's Eid. So that's another thing. That's another subject I wanted to get onto, Amjad. I'm doing it in 2 parts. Now, in the first part tomorrow, I am making the cake, and you've got to, it's like a cup of milk, evaporated milk, and condensed milk. And you've got to mix it all together and pour it on the cake, not while it's hot, but like when it's cooling down. But you've got to leave it to soak for 4 hours. So everybody wants me to do it. So I says, well, what we can do is we can split it into 2, make the cake and soak it on tomorrow night. And then on Wednesday night, oh, like a sugar rush. But, you know, it's, I don't think I've shown you a picture on it, Amjad, but it looks absolutely wonderful. That is a picture of it.
That's it, yeah.
So yeah, so that is actually a picture of the cake. Now, the part 2 is going to be the milkshake topping with the cream and the strawberries. So that is going to be part 2 on Wednesday. I suppose you class it like as a milk cake, because you've got to condense milk, evaporated milk, and ordinary milk. You've got to mix it all together and then pour it on the cake to soak. I am a lady.
Oh, pictures.
She says she's laying. I'm just explaining, my lady, why I'm doing the baking live stream in 2 parts. And I've just shown Amjad a picture of the cake. So yes, a very nice summery. I'm going to park and jump in fish pond to cool down. I bagged his first bite. I haven't even made it yet.
Well, I'm banging it first.
So yeah, so we're doing the cake and the soaking of the cake tomorrow, and then on Wednesday, you've got to whip cream up with milkshake in it, and then decorate it with strawberries. Oh, you must be joking, Mark. Oh, while I think about it, my lady, you know what we spoke about thought I'd got shingles. Well, it turns out I haven't. I got a phone call back from the doctor today. It's not shingles. You've got to go up early in the morning to beat Chris. I am wearing a peach coloured outfit tomorrow for Eid, and my mum's doing my hair like, oh, a quiff. I'm going to have a quiff. So yeah, so this swab that they took, she said they'd had results back, and it isn't shingles. So basically what they've done is give me some like antibiotic cream. So I've got to put that on twice a day. I'm always up early. But yeah. So yeah, so all's good in the hood, as they say. You know, I'm using it on my face because I've had like, is it this side or is it? No, it's this side. I got some come out with some here, so but it was like we didn't go to bed reasonably early because we knew we won't get any sleep, but it was like
So?
She thinks it might just be something bacterial, or I don't know. I don't know. She didn't exactly say what she thought it was, but she says with this being like an antibiotic cream, it should clear up wherever it is. Olive won't be coming. She's on a camping holiday at Duke of Edinburgh with her school friends. Ooh.
Does she go on the buses? Sorry.
Oh, it's just mum and dad that's coming. But yeah, at least one thing, Amjad, if she's in a tent, it's got to be cooler than, but according to sources, it's going to be here until at least Thursday.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, but Amjad, if you like what you see with this cake, I'd 100% tell you to. It looks easy enough to make. You just make the cake, you mix it with evaporated milk, condensed milk, and ordinary milk, soak it overnight. Olive will be shouting Arthur from Duke of Edinburgh. Oh, excuse me, that's that coffee. But yeah, looks a lovely summery dessert. So, and it looks easy enough to make. 10 ingredients and that's it. So yeah, that's it. Oh. I just booked myself in a fishing match at 10 p.m. till 12 a.m. See you soon, maybe tomorrow. Okie dokie then, Mark. It's only 9:20.
Hey?
I says it's only 9:20. So thanks for coming in anyway, Mark. So yeah, that's about it really. Oh yeah, something strange happened this afternoon. I went to have a lay down for a nap, right? And see you later, Mark. It was about half past 3 when I went. So anyway, just after 4:30, because I'd left the door open because me being here, Chris's blow up doll. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, I always leave bedroom door open when I'm in on my own with dog. And about 4:30, I thought they were back because I heard key in door, right? Biscuit come racing downstairs. He was thinking same thing, that Chris were back, and they were whining and everything. Anyway, I lay there for about 5 minutes. I thought, well, that was 5 minutes ago and he ain't come in yet. He's probably, because I'd said to him before he went out, on your way back, call it doctors for this cream. I thought, he probably thought to say, oh, crap, I forgot Jeanette's cream. Anyway, an hour goes by and he still hadn't come back. And I thought, well, he couldn't have gone to the doctors because, it don't take him an hour. It's only like 5 minutes up road. So about 5:45, they come back in. And I says to him, I says, did you forget something or leave something behind or whatever? And he says, why? I says, because we heard a key in the door about 4:30. I says, and Biscuit heard it. I says, and he come running down. I says, and when nobody appeared, I says, he were whining and whatever. He says, no. He says, we were. Hi, Vanessa, how are you?
Hello, Vanessa.
He says, no, we were still out at location at 4:30. Thank you very much, Vanessa. So God knows where it were. Oh, okie dokie, that'll be lovely. He says he's going to take some pictures of his outfit and put it on his Facebook page. So yeah, very strange. So we don't know what we're happening there, but we heard Keezy, and I says to Chris, I says, I just wish Biscuit could talk and he'll back up what I'm saying. I says, because he heard it, because what?
There has been, it's on Facebook about two chaps, young lads.
Trying letterboxes.
Yeah. That might be in that year.
And as soon as they heard Biscuit come down that route, they buggered off. Yeah, it could, it sort of fits, but it sounded like keys in door. But hey, we don't know. And Chris says, well, and Chris and Callum were with him to back him up, and he says, yeah, where he says we still out at location at 4:30. So I don't know what it were or who it were. I bet Amjad. I mean, I've only got like a thin strappy top on, and I'm still sweating like one. But yeah, as soon as Biscuit heard it, he come running downstairs. I think he thought Chris was coming back, but no. And then he started whining, so I thought, well, you know, I'm not going to get back to sleep, so I'll come back down. Come down. So don't know who it were or what it were, but yeah, same as Chris has just been saying. They have been saying that, like, people have been hanging round and like, hiya Johnny, how are you? Hiya Lee, how are you? So I don't know what it were, whether it was somebody, you know, trying the look, but broad daylight, don't know.
Yeah.
I says, you know, with being broad daylight, you wouldn't think if they were Andy.
Yeah, it's supposed to be Lee, but I missed the space bar and I didn't press the L.
So yeah, I don't know exactly what were occurring, but
they just check. I'm sure they're just checking doors to see who's in.
Yeah.
Then they might come round a few days later to check same doors again, see if you're still in.
A bit hot. It's a lot hot. So, although it has gone down to 22 now, but it's still hot. So yeah, so they probably heard Biscuit coming downstairs and thought, sod this. I'm not going to try and break in there because the dog's going to pass on me. I mean, they don't know he's as soft as mush.
Richard.
Hi, Richard. How are you? So yeah, I've just been showing everybody what we're making tomorrow, and that is what I'm making tomorrow. That is the Nesquik milkshake cake. Now I'm doing it. Keena breaks up Friday. We pop over next week with your bits. Okie dokie then, Johnny. So yeah, so we're doing it in two parts. On tomorrow night's baking live stream, we're going to make the cake bit, and you've got to soak it in evaporated milk, condensed milk, and ordinary milk, and then it's got to be soaking for at least 4 hours, or preferably overnight. So that's why I'm splitting it up and doing it in two parts. So Wednesday evening, I'll be doing the top bit is like double cream, strawberry milkshake powder, and strawberries. So lovely summer cake, dessert, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, so I thought I better explain why I'm doing it in two parts. You know, I mean, we can't sort of sit chit-chatting for 4 hours while it soaks, but anyway, so that's why I said we'd do it in two parts. Obviously, the Wednesday evening one won't be as long as what the Tuesday evening was, but I don't know whether it's exactly a Tres Leches cake, but it I think you class it like it is a bit like that, but it's you know, the top bit is heavy cream with strawberry milkshake powder, but it looks absolutely lovely. And one of mine and Chris's favourite fruit is strawberries anyway. So, you know, but, you know, that's the picture of it. That's the finished article. So, so yeah, should be like a very oh dear. But the thing is, Chris went down to our Asda, Johnny, and they were still wearing masks, and they were still like 2 meters social distancing.
Nothing had changed.
Yeah. So he says, well, you know, but the thing is, it's like, you know, only thing difference is now you can't be prosecuted for not wearing your mask. It's, you know, but hey ho. But it's what I say, it's each to their own, and each, you know, whatever. I'm melting here. So yeah, you know, it's and especially in this weather as well. Especially in this weather. So oh dear. The way USA is currently going, we're going to be in lockdown come fall. Oh dear. But it's freedom now, back in full lockdown again in a couple of months. You can see it coming. But, you know, at end of the day, nobody can do out about it. It is what it is. That's what I say. You know what I mean?
What it is.
Yeah. You know, there's not a lot we can do about it. You know, we have to go back in lockdown. We have to go back in lockdown. That's all there is to it. So, no, you make the cake, Amjad, and then you soak like you milk, evaporated milk and condensed milk, and mix it all together. Put it over the cake and soak it for 4 hours. Now, the second part is where you add the milkshake to the double cream and then whip it up. And cut the strawberries up and add them. So the double cream part is actually the milkshake bit, if that. But you know, but I look at it this way: I do what's right for my family. You know, people think differently to me or whatever. You know, everybody's got their own different opinions, and while, you know, sometimes you know, we all don't agree, you know, we agree to disagree, if that makes sense. So but I did say to Chris, I says, because of my immune system being so low, that I should still wear mine, come what may. You know what I mean? Come what may, because I've got that many different health problems going on. You know what I mean? My immune system's shot to, you know. But this is it. This is it. What I'm saying, Vanessa. You know what I mean? We do what's right for our own families. You know what I mean? And whilst as opinions differ, at the end of the day, we all want what's best for us families. So I then take. It's all right, I miss Vanessa's. I could then take one in first summer session and second in the next summer session back to back. But I think you're talking about maths, aren't you? I'm crap at maths. But you know, it's like this, you know, you ask me to spell anything, or, you know, I'm good at English, I'm good at, you know, spelling. But I'm absolute crap at maths.
1, 2, there you go.
But that's it. You know what I mean? I will keep wearing my mask just for my own peace of mind, that, you know, I've got enough health problems going on as it is. We are sort of having to worry that I'm going to catch all and sundry when I go out. You know what I mean? Writing has always been a lifelong process, yeah. But it's like this. Callum's like me. He's very, very clever at spelling and English, and crap at maths. Yeah, exactly, Johnny. And that's what I was trying to explain. You know what I mean? You know, it's, you know, some people agree on certain things, some people disagree on certain things, and that's what makes it, you know, we don't all agree on the same sort of things, you know what I mean? But, you know, it's like this, you know. I'm not going to fall out with anybody if their opinions differ from mine, let's just say. You know what I mean? I look at a person, not what their beliefs or whatever is. I look at that person for that person that they are. Science, I were crap at science and all, Vanessa. Oh, I find it boring, science. So yeah, they were the two subjects that used to bore me to tears: maths and science. Oh, and geography. I weren't very good at geography either. But
I failed with geography. I couldn't find my way to the classroom. I somehow ended up in Park.
Vanessa says I'm very good at maths. Every course I had to write papers in, I tried to make them more math based. I'm much more comfortable chatting maths. But this is it. This is what I'm saying, Vanessa. We've all got as strengths and as weaknesses. I've got more weaknesses than that I have strengths, but hey ho. But the thing is, Amjad, because he said he sometimes panicked. This is the thing, you know what I mean? If you give a wrong answer, they're not sort of going to come down on you like a ton of bricks just because you don't know answer. You know what I mean? But there's nothing to panic about. It's a case of, you know, I mean, I admit that I'm crap at maths. You know what I mean? You know, this sort of no, how can I put it? It's not to be ashamed of that, you know, you don't know answer to something. You missed a few. Oh dear. Oh, pardon me, that's that coffee. But yeah, you know what I mean? I know enough to get me by. But, you know, when it comes to like all this mumbo, you know, algebra and things like that, you know, it's straight over my head. I know nothing about algebra. I know I know the basics, you know, times, subtract, and this, that, and other. And I know enough to get me by, if that makes sense. I'm just wetting my whistle a minute. You know, I couldn't learn in school what they learn them today. Richard says, I've been looking for answers all my life and I'm still looking. But this is it, Richard. It's like, same as I've said, you know, when I first started at school, you know, it were a blackboard and a piece of chalk. You know what I mean? That sort of that's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? And you know, exactly. That's it, Vanessa. But yeah, you know, I mean, this is what I'm saying, milady. You know what I mean? She says I'm crap at spelling, but biology is for me. This is what I'm saying. You know, whilst you know, Chris will say to me, "How do you spell such and such?" I, you know, just like that, I can reel it off. You know, just like that. But you know, when Callum used to come and do his own work, and he'll say, how do you work this out, Mum? And I'd look at it, and it was like double Dutch to me. I not got the slightest clue what it, you know. What what is it? Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. There you go. So but that sounds very much like what Callum suffers with, Amjad, because he gets really, really bad anxiety when he's in big crowds. So it sounds exactly like what Callum so yeah, you know, it sounds exactly like Callum. When there's a lot of people there, when it's crowded, he panics. He starts getting really, really bad anxiety. So, you know, it sounds like that's what it is, Amjad. But, you know, my lady says I could tell you where your organs are and what's wrong with you. Oh, I know to ring then, my lady, when next time, you know, they wrongly diagnosed me with shingles and it ain't shingles then. But, you know, last year, Callum had it really bad to the point where it'd make him throw up, and to the point where he was like nearly passing out. You know what I mean? And that is, it's not just stress, it's anxiety. So, but yeah, that I mean, it's like him and Chris have been out today, and they've walked a long way, not a problem. It's just when there's a lot of people there. But the thing is, Amjad, we got Callum some tablets. Now, you know, you say tablets, but they were herbal, and they're called stress relief, weren't they called?
Yeah.
And they're called stress relief. And we got them. Were it Pound Stretch you going from, or were it from Own Bargains?
Can't remember.
Anyway, it were from one of them two. It were either Own Bargains or Pound Stretcher, and they all herbal. You know, they're not addictive or in any way, shape, or form. But while he were at his worst, we gave Callum these, and I tell you what else he found relaxing as well. Listening to this like panpipe music and like waterfalls and things like that, some nice relaxing music. Now, what Vanessa's just said is gobbledygook to me. I use my geometry to get a darn near accurate large equilateral triangle. So yeah, that, you know. But yeah. Hiya Simon, how are you? So yeah, we're talking, you know, maths, English, you know, what we're good at. I'm crap at maths, but good at English. Vanessa's a brain box at maths. My lady knows bio or someone anyway. She could tell you where any organ is in your body. So yeah, you know, we've all got his own strengths and his weaknesses. Unfortunately, mine's maths, science. I wouldn't say science is a weakness, but I could sort of explain, pardon me, sort of why things do certain things or illnesses or things like that. I'm quite clued up on things like that. But yeah, I tell you what else we found good for our Callum as well, Amjad, breathing exercises. You see, when I first met Chris, I used to have a lot of panic attacks. Now, first time he witnessed me have a panic attack, he panicked. And I kept saying, it's just a panic attack. You know, just work with me through it. With all the hot weather, I found another 2 organs I had forgot about. So yeah. Yeah, my lady sent me that picture, and there were a pair of ladies' parts, you know, that they've got 2 of on pavement, and it says, "I've sweated me off." And I went, I've seen that earlier in the day. Well, that's it, and that's what Callum listened to, Amjad. But it's all about the breathing. You breathe in through your mouth and out through your nose. No, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Sorry, wrong way round. So, but, you know, you've sort of got to get that breathing sorted, and you'll be all right. You know, if it's just a panic attack, you know, you breathe in, you know, and that's what I told Chris when he first witnessed me having a panic attack. I said, you have to breathe, you know. Anyway, first time he witnessed Callum having the same thing, he was like, don't panic, Callum, I know what to do. And he came home and he says, Callum had a panic attack. He says, but don't worry, he says, I knew what to do. You going? So, these bloody little midges is driving me nuts. So I just this is it. It's you have to stick to what you know, Amjad. And if you do get panicked or stressed, just remember, in through your nose, out through your mouth. But you see, it actually says a little about me. I was found to be mentally retarded. But you see, I hate that. But in that day and age, that's what you used to call you when you got learning difficulties. Now Callum's got learning difficulties. But I hate the word mentally retarded. But in 1966, that's how they used to refer to people that had got something what they didn't understand, if that makes sense. So you know, I mean, Callum's had, like, we knew straight away, right from being a very early age, because they weren't even sitting up at a year old. So, you know, we knew there was something, you know, and we got sort of paediatricians involved, but they couldn't quite put the finger on it, what were wrong. You know, they went through all these things, you know, low muscle tone, learning difficulties. They were, what do they call it when they're behind for their age, you know?
Development delay.
Yeah, development delay and all sorts. But yeah, I mean, I hate when people put a label on things, if you know what I mean. You know, I don't look at Callum any different to the way I look at anybody else. You know what I mean? I don't look at Amjad any different than I do anybody else. You know what I mean? You don't. My saying is, you never judge a book by its cover. So, you know, it's what's in here that counts. You know, yeah, you know what I mean? How can I put it? It's like Callum. Yeah, he's got learning difficulties, he's got development delay, but you couldn't wish for a nicer young man than Callum. He's polite, you know, he's looking for jobs, you know what I mean? There's sort of no flies on Callum because he just wants to get out there, he just wants to be independent, he just wants to be treated just like anybody else. And the thing that gets me mad about these things is people take advantage of the fact that, you know, you're different in some respect. And that's one thing that we've taught Callum, because he's so vulnerable and yeah, exactly. You know, it's yeah, Callum has them as well, Amjad. She graduated number 4 out of 166. But this is the thing, you know what I mean? And this is what I'm saying about some people excel at things and, you know, some people excel at other things, you know what I mean? You know, I don't look at anybody any differently, you know, and it's same way, it's same with colour of people's skin, you know. It don't matter whether you're blue with pink dots on, you know what I mean? As long as you're all right with me, I'm all right with you. You know what I mean? And that's one thing I say. I don't care about people's sexuality. I don't care about the, you know, the faith, you know, the colour of the skin or anything. That to me don't matter. Not in the slightest. You know what I mean? If you're all right with me, then I'll be all right with you, whatever your colour of your skin or whatever is. You know what I mean? But and this is what's got me so mad about this palaver with England football team. You know what I mean? The young lads. It don't, you know, they're doing what they love and they're representing our country. And this is it, Vanessa. You know what I mean? Callum started off doing catering and hospitality. He found out you know, well into the first half of his first year that he didn't think it suited him. You know what I mean? It didn't suit him at all. So that's why he went on to IT or ICT, whatever it is. You know what I mean? You build on your strengths. You do what's good, what you're good at. And this is it. You know what I mean? You're passing on your knowledge to people that need it. You know, it's, I take my hat off to teachers that, you know, that just want the best for the pupils. Now, well, this is it, Johnny. What I'm saying is, though, you know what I mean? The only young lads, you know, it's an honour to represent country. And, you know, and that's what I always say. You want to stand in front of that goal and try to take a penalty yourself and see what reaction you get if you miss it. You know what I mean? But that's it, Amjad. It's coping at the best you can, if you know what I mean. That's why I said Callum took these stress relief tablets. They're not, you know, they're just herbal stuff, and they just calm your nerves down. They stop you getting stressed. Because Callum were really, really bad. Oh, out of 24 students, I got 20 to finish everything by Christmas, a record for that school. But yeah, you know what I mean? It's oh dear. But it's you know, it's coping with, you know, and you know, there's not a lot of people know how bad Callum really were last year, and they were really, really bad. So, but we got him through it. We aren't no help whatsoever. They were, you know, we got passed from pillar to post. Can't do anything. So he says, right, you know, we'll sort it out ourselves, and we did. 3 for a £5. Oh,
What's that?
Kronenberg.
Hey?
3 for a £5, Kronenberg.
3 for a £5?
Well, they're probably them big bottles.
Oh.
But yeah. You know, okay, but you know, at points we were sat there pulling his hair out, thinking, now what, you know, what we're going to do, how we're going to get through this. But we did. We got him through it. And how can I put it? I know it sounds horrible, but I've got videos on my phone what it were like, and I purely recorded them to show the doctors what it was like. And I hadn't deleted them because for the fact that in years to come I can say to Callum, this is how bad you were when you know, and they were bad. They were bad. In high school, my chemistry teacher, maths teacher, and the physics teacher were the best influences. Without them, I would have quit in freshman year. But this is it. you need somebody to be in your corner, to be on your side and believe in you. And that's what we've always said to Callum. You know, me and Dad believe in you. You know, to us, you're a son. You're a nice young gentleman. You know what I mean? But it's had some hit over years, I'll tell you. And basically, it's been people picking on his vulnerabilities. Because if you were to go out now and say it were dark or it was still light, Callum's sort of vulnerabilities, he'd believe you. He believes the best in people, if that makes sense. He always believes that, how can I put it? He believes that everybody's got good intentions when we know that they don't, if that makes sense. So yeah, you know, I mean, we've sort of had to, I mean, we did contemplate it at one point, like boxing or karate and things like that. Hiya, Kath, how are you? You know what I mean? Like, not to toughen him up, but just to stand up for himself. And I think he's sort of learning that now. You know, not to sit back and take crap from anybody. You know what I mean? And not let people walk all over him. And, you know, while I don't think that vulnerability will ever go away, it's sort of but that's it. I mean, it's like, because, well, it started off when Callum were about 3 years old. They called it a statement, and it was called a statement of special educational needs, but they call it something else now, something for I don't know, I forgot what it's called now, but they always changing it. You know, it used to be, you know, some education and well-being or something, I don't know.
Yeah, it changes that many times.
But like all the way through his junior school, all the way through his senior school, he's had teaching assistants, and that's carried on like while he, you know, at college as well. So you know, but the thing about this catering and hospitality is Callum needs things explaining to him, you know, not just do this, do that, and then you get on with it. You know what I mean? Callum needs explaining to it. Hiya, Donny. Donny the Traveller.
Oh.
But yeah, you know, and I said, I mean, I told the, because he has a statement review every year, and I says to him, I says they need to understand that it's not quite that simple for Callum. You know what I mean? It's not just as easy as, you know, blah 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 blah, and you know, that's it, get to it. You know what I mean? It's a bit more complex for Callum. And this, well, they used to call him chef, but it were head tutor, chef, or whatever. And I said, you know, they were always snapping at Callum, because I Callum would say, excuse me, sir, you know, I mean, they were polite about it, but the fact that, you know, he were not understanding of the complexity of somebody with learning difficulties, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? And it just needs that, same as Vanessa says, it just needs that one person to understand or put themselves in that student's mindset where you know, there's certain things that they don't understand, and they need a bit more encouragement and a bit more understanding, you know. But you know, he's done all right for himself. He's getting on with his college, you know, his college work and everything. So I don't know about in Florida, but it's boiling hot here.
This is probably a cool summer's day for them.
Yeah. It's gone down to 21 now, but it's like been upwards of 28, 29 earlier on. But I'm still lathered. You see, I've got to say that the college that Callum goes to, they've got I forgot what it's called now, like a where they can go if they've got any problems, or you know, if they don't feel they're being treated same as everybody, and it's called Summit Wellbeing or something. It's basically, if, let's say for instance, they're getting picked on by somebody, or they're being called, or you know, aggravated by somebody, they can go to them and say, well, look, you know, I'm a bit concerned, and they'll look into it and see if they can resolve the issue. So you know, I mean, that's where I take my hat off to them, because you know, and they've always said to Callum, if there's something that you're worried about, if there's something bothering you, don't hesitate. Just, you know, just come and see us, and we'll see if we can work through it. And yeah, and that's it. That's all it is. It's anxiety, it's stress, it's panic. But not all students are as confident as you know. You know, this is what gets me. It's not very well documented about, you know, students that do have panic attacks. Students, I mean, it's known, you know, depression, anxiety, stress. But that's it, you know. I mean, they just need guidance on, because in like Callum's situation, he's not good at dealing with stress or anxiety, and he just needs reassurance that somebody, if he's got a problem, that they can rectify it. Not exactly rectify it for him, but how to cope with it. But this is it, you know what I mean? It's like you know, I mean, when Callum, his first TA, you know, she sort of took us to one side and she said, if ever Callum's got a problem, you know, just come to me and I'll see if I can sort it out. You know, if he's having a particular problem with a particular person or a particular element, you know, where he's learning, just tend to come to me and I'll see if I can sort it. You know what I mean? And it's nice to know that he's got people that he can go to and talk about it, because that's all it needs. It needs somebody there to listen, you know, to the, you know, what's stressing them out, what's panicking them, and things like that. So yeah, but yeah, exactly. But I'm melting. I weren't sure how long I were going to go on tonight. You know, I were a bit apprehensive about going live because I hadn't actually done a live in a, you know, in about a month. So, you know, but we've covered quite a few topics tonight. I was going to say something, I forgot. See, this is another thing. You know, I think things to say, and then I completely forget what I'm saying. So yeah, pardon me, but I mean, I don't know where, you know, where you are in America, Vanessa. You know, when you have like a heat wave, do you get a lot of these like little
midges?
Yeah, little midges. Because I went in our downstairs toilet and there were tons of them in there. I opened the window and Chris went in with, and these like little tiny midge things. See you later, Donny.
Yeah, Donny.
So yeah, you know, and it's only been, I followed what, me? Send me a message. Oh, won't mind you. It's all right. Callum had a lot of problems with Instagram, and they started like trolling me and Chris. So we've put it to, you know, you've got to request to be in our crowd, so to speak. But the thing is, Amjad, Simon, I don't use Instagram hardly at all. I mean, if you look, it's been probably over a year since I posted anything. I'll have a look while I'm here.
It's a pushy, isn't he?
Oh, look,
I didn't hear that.
But right, let's have a look. I think it's on a go slow tonight. I'm calling Simon. Amjad, it's me. It's right. Let's have a look. I haven't used it for over 5 years, but notice you follow me as I just getting back into it. Oh, right. I don't even know where to start. That's how good I am at
your notifications.
Which one's that then? Oh dear. All right, let's have a look. Are you under the same name?
Come in, Simon. Father, can you repeat that on Instagram, his name then? I thought he might get banned for saying stuff like that.
There's a lot. Ah, yeah, I can remember now.
What?
Chef Picks. I can remember seeing that, and I thought, now who the heck's that? Oh dear.
I'll say nothing.
It says Chef Picks requested to follow you. I think I'll confirm it. There you go, Simon. I'm following you now. I accepted it. But yeah, it's the only ones that I use is Yeah, same as I say, I know what you're going through, Amjad, because Callum is exactly the same. But you know, so I know what you're going through, and I know exactly how you feel. So yeah, the two things I mainly use are Twitter and Instagram. Now Chris has deleted his Twitter because he don't use it. So that's lol. I don't want to twist your arm. It's too late now because I've accepted it. But yeah, so yeah, he hardly used Twitter, so he's deleted that. Now I don't use Instagram, but I haven't deleted it. I mostly use Facebook. You know what I mean? So the two main things that I use, well, apart from like YouTube and whatever. But you know, and this is another thing. You know what I mean? We started being very, very cautious about Instagram because Callum's had a lot of crap off Instagram. You know, and you know, if anybody asks about Snapchat, don't get me started on Snapchat. You know, we've made Callum delete it because it will cause him more crap than, you know. And I can never understand the, you know, the use, you know, what, you know, it's not like Facebook, you know what I mean? What, yeah, it's just like a young person's thing. I know Callum's only young, but it caused more crap. Yeah, so we said to him, right, get shut. It was us that told him to set his Instagram to private. It says don't accept any friends requests from people that you don't know. Only accept, you know, from people that you know. And that is one of the things that me and Chris do. We don't accept any requests from anybody that we don't know. And that's why I hadn't responded to that, because I didn't know who it were. But now I know who it is.
I've not accepted it, so you might have to send mine again if you've got me, Simon.
But yeah, you know, Crystal's TikTok, and that's another thing.
TikTok.
Yeah. No, I never have, and I never will. You know, while it's all the rage nowadays, you know what I mean? I've never. Chris will send me certain things, and I watch it, and I think, you know.
That reminds me, I've got a Adobe TikTok for today.
You know, I can't. You know, folks doing stupid things. You know what I mean? You can't understand. I mean, you know, yeah. Chris has got TikTok and he's got.
It's only like what Dog's doing, or
yeah. Well, that's from that's. If you let me finish if you let me finish, that's what I was just about. That's what I was just about to say. You know, he only he don't do like stupid things on it. He you know, when he were walking biscuit and things like that, he don't do. I mean, but there is some stupid. And I tell you one thing that where she told me off. But the thing is, the one thing that made me laugh, and I don't know whether anybody, the only apps I use on my phone mainly is YouTube, Facebook, and Spotify and Instagram. That's it. But Chris sent me this thing, and it's this young gal, and she's got Tourette's, but she bakes and some of the things. She's so funny.
She's not posted in a while, has she?
Yeah. And Chris Roney saying to me the other day, he says, do you know who I ain't seen on TikTok? He says, that young girl with Tourette's.
Oh, she's
but yeah, you know what I mean? But
she'll get an egg and she'll crack it on the head and she'll go, why did I do that?
You know what I mean? She is funny. And what, you know, and instead of breaking egg, she'll smack it on her head and let it all drop into the bowl. Hiya, Tim, how are you? So yeah, you know, I mean, you know, that is the only one that I found funny on TikTok, and you know what I mean. While I don't know whether, you know, genuinely she does have Tourette's, but you know, it's just to see her trying to bake, and you know, and she's got Tourette's, you know what I mean? So, you know, but apart from that, I don't find it the least bit what
You gotta get her on.
I noticed he's not coming on camera because he ain't got a t-shirt on.
See me head.
But yeah, you know, I'm too old to you know, to use all these what I call youngster apps, you know what I mean? TikTok and what other one I was talking about? See, I forgot already. Snapchat. You know what I mean? I mean, Callum does have Spotify because he likes to, like, when he does find himself getting a bit stressed out. Hi, Dirt Rider, how are you? He says, how's my girlfriend doing today? Oh, dear. Dirt Rider, he says, how's my girlfriend doing today? We're not too bad. We're getting there, Dirt Rider. I'm just saying, I just wanted to catch up with everybody. You know, I'm doing a 2-parter on the baking live stream tomorrow because that's what I'm baking. Look, Dirt Rider. It's called a Nesquik milkshake cake. And that is what I'm making tomorrow. But I'm doing it in 2 parts. Because first part, you bake the cake. And you use milk, evaporated milk. Yeah, condensed milk. And then you pour it over the cake and you leave it to soak. Who's little Timmy? Oh, Tim. Oh, yeah. Callum goes through all these, like, you know, first of all, it were heavy metal, you know. Then he sort of went on to, you know, like, status quo would not so heavy metal, and now he's into, you know, sort of thing. But I mean, his granddad told him off, said it were SHIT. Because, like, you know how you can do your story on Facebook, and you can, like, put music to it. You know, he says, well, you know, your thing's all right. He says, but don't put any of that crap on it, you know. So yeah, that is a milkshake cake, but I've got to do it in 2 parts because you've got to let the evaporated condensed milk and milk soak into the cake for at least 4 hours. So that's why we're doing a part 2 on Wednesday. But yeah, you know, I think music plays a big part in Callum's. You know, it's been all right for, I'd say, at least 6-7 months. Amjad, so you know, don't worry, it will get better. You have to, you know. So yeah, but yeah. So Chris will no doubt be having some of that Wednesday morning. Well, he'll not be having it Wednesday morning, Thursday morning. If you're wondering what that is, it's cloudy lemonade. So Imran plays rapping music and R&B, old school. You see that sort of how can I put it? Art music. I don't know what you call it. You know, back in my day, you know, at least you could tell what they were singing and you could sing along to it and all this, that, and other. But nowadays it's just boom, 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 and you don't know what the hell they're on about. What music is Bella into? Anything that's easy listening, really, Amjad. Like me, the sort of music that you can sing along to, and you know,
You understand the words.
yeah, you can understand what they're singing.
Not this music rubbish.
Yeah, how does it go again? So yeah, it's just like what I'd call easy listening, you know what I mean? You know, I like anything, like I like Motown, I like, you know, ABBA and all this, you know, when it were music, when it were proper music. So oh, these bloody midges are doing me head in.
That's Cutter Palmer. Who's that?
Tim.
Oh.
Yeah, but yeah. Oh,
I've been busy.
it's all right. We're having a
Domestic.
no, we're having an invasion of the little midge things since it's so warm.
What music is Bella into?
Well, I just said like he's listening anything that, you know, that's got a bit of a. Where is Imran tonight, by the way, Amjad? But the thing is, Amjad, why don't take a cool shower? But I had a bath this morning because I can't stand up in shower for very long.
Yes, cold showers.
Yeah, and I only had sort of it barely warm, and then it was still too hot. Sorry, got called away. I'll let you off this time, Simon. Yes, where is Mr. IP? Hi, Wakey, how are you? So yeah. And as I was saying earlier on, like update on my elf, they thought I'd got shingles again, but it transpires I haven't. So
Oh, is it?
just speaking of Imran, look who's decided to turn up in the living room. So I had cold everything yesterday. A power cut. Oh dear. So yeah. I've been having this trouble with me left ear for a long time, and I noticed they were like, well, I thought they were blisters. Anyway, I went to doctors. And she thought they were shingles again. So like last time, she gave me a course of these antiviral things, and she says, would you mind coming in and having your ear swabbed and everything, you know, just to determine whether or not it is shingles? Because I says, well, you know, hiya, Imran, how are you? You know, it seems a bit suspect that, you know, less than 4 months ago, you only had shingles less than 4 months ago. So you better not mention that word in front on him. You know, because I only had them like March, April time. And, you know, I says, well, I know my immune system ain't all that good. I says, but I take up vitamins under the sun. I says, for that sole reason that, like, back in March, April, whenever it were, I says, you know, it's not going to catch me again. I'm going to take, you know, I take all vitamin D, C, you know, X, Y, Z and all sorts. And you know, I thought, well, it's not going to catch me again so easy. Lo and behold, I right in my ear, and I keep sort of like hearing this sort of. It feels. I can't really explain. You know, when I put my ear on my pillow, it's like a tapping in my ear like that. I don't know whether it's me or anyway. Best about it though, Wakey, that would have been the third time in less than a year. Anyway, she thought it was shingles, but it transpires it in because she did a swab and everything. Rung me this morning. She says it's not shingles. So I says, well, what is it then? So she says, well, we don't exactly know. So they've given me like some. It's an antibiotic cream. So I've got put that in my ear and behind my ear, and I've got like a couple of spots here. So I'm just, you know what I mean. I have to go, Jeanette, and Pixie's always thank you, Dirt Rider. Thank you for coming in. Colorado, but no. I'd know if there was actually something in my ear, Wakey. Trust me, I'd know.
I think you'd hear an idea, Wakey.
Yeah. So yeah, trust me, I'd know if there was something in my ear, but it's hard to explain. And it's not that it's bunged up with wax or anything, because it isn't. I just can't put my finger on what it is. Anyway, so she's gave me this cream, got put it in my ear, right back in my ear, and I've slapped some on these, you know, on my nose, here. Anyway, well, we'll see. We'll see what happens, whether it solves problem or not. I don't know. But I says to Chris, I says, it's coming to something. When doctors 1 minute telling you that think you've got shingles, and they say, well, no, actually, it ain't shingles. So I don't know. Don't know what it is.
I don't know how they're going to get a Colorado beetle in your ear when it's in Sheffield.
But yeah, no, it's nothing lodged in my ear, Wakey. I'd know about it if it were. It's just like when I actually, because it took me ages to get to sleep last night, and it was because of this ear. You know, it's as soon as I put my head on pillow, it's like, you know, the only way to explain it is, you know, like sometimes when your eye twitches, you know, when you get an uncontrollable like twitch in your eye, it's like that, but it's in my ear. Oh, he's got a date for his nerve test. Been there, done that, got t-shirt. The electric shock, yeah. Thought I'd just warn you, Wakey. You stick things on your fingers and oh, nice, Paul. What's the name? Oh, is he eating the meat now?
Well, they were.
Bella's daughter's Kate's Guilty Cakes on Facebook. She does amazing cake, lovely design cheesecakes, look stunning on the giant cookies. Yeah, well, at Christmas, Amjad, she did them chocolate bomb things. He says, I know how it works. So I'm not telling you, hope that you didn't already know then. But I forgot what I was saying now. Oh yeah, it's like, I mean, like Chris was saying the other day, kept saying, my cheek's twitching. It don't work that way, Wakey. It's normally a bloke. Well, it was a bloke that did mine anyway, so. But yeah, Chris got up and he kept saying, oh, my cheek's twitching. And he says it's going on my nerves. He says because it's like it were like twitching, but I mostly have it in my eye twitching, and it's just like that, but it's in my ear. But you know what wants don't normally get to wakey. You'll probably you can see he's got his sense of humour back, can't you?
Sorry,
What's a tallywhacker anyway?
A diggly dongler.
I just thought I'm just asking for a friend.
A diggly dongler that don't dingle very much.
First time I've heard it called that. Oh dear. I can't see now through my glasses. You made me laugh. Oh dear.
This is waiting for the cat of four blokes.
At least I don't have to try to Sheffield this time. Well, that's it.
Could have popped in and said, hey, up.
Oh dear.
Have a bit of drizzle to go with this
Yeah.
diggly dongler.
Oh dear. But yeah, it'll either be a big burly bloke at about 60 odd, and you know, pardon me. Yeah. But you see, that's where we lucky, Wakey, because we've got 2 hospitals in Sheffield. We've got Hallamshire, and then we've got Northern General. But in all honesty, Hallamshire's closer to us than Northern General.
Oh, well done, Biscuit.
Has he knocked it flying?
Don't have a purpose.
So yeah, you know, while you know, when Chris had the cellulitis and he was set to see, you got septicemia and everything, they looked after him perfectly. Because I've had most dealings with Northern General, I prefer that one to Hallamshire. But you know, I mean, I haven't really had a lot of dealings with Hallamshire. But according to, from what I've heard, the Hallamshire is the best heart hospital in county. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's only time you'll see him recoiling as if he sees them off. But yeah, you know, I can remember when my auntie had a heart problem and they sent her to Hallamshire Hallamshire in Sheffield.
From our spare bedroom window.
I was going to say, it ain't all that far. Sugar dumps.
The trees have lost the leaves. What a bit.
I watched that chocolate bomb video on her page. She was making it for the kids. Yeah, she's very, very talented, Amjad. Now that would be the LGI in Leeds. I'm sure it would. Hallamshire. Anyway, we're talking about some years ago, Wakey. So, but you know, while the you know, they've all got the specialities and everything, and if it's like an emergency, the best place to be is the Northern General.
Oh yeah,
that is the place to be. They've got their own helipad. They've got, you name it, what they ain't got there at Northern General.
I got Pixie working there.
So yeah, you know, I if I'd got to sort of choose, hiya Kevin, how are you? If I'd got to choose, I'd pick Northern General hands down every time. But and Pixie too, he says. But yeah, you know, but the thing is, Northern General is where I go for, you know, my CPAP machine that I was talking about. That's where I go for me, you know, me Paul had his triple bypass there in 2004. Said it would give him an extra 10 years, 17 and counting. Oh dear. He's not a puppy. He's 7 years old.
7 years.
Yeah, it is all right. It's just been outside eating cat's biscuits and everything that Chris has put them out. He's thinking, well, they're not eating them, so I'll go out and eat them.
Oh, he's gone.
He's gone in the kitchen, I think.
Oh, is it?
So yeah, but the only drawback, as I can say, is you need a map for Northern General because there's that many twists and turns and roads and this, that, and other departments. And I'll tell you one instance is before we got the car, I used to have transport to go to the Northern General. Anyway, so the more or less like, because I was probably furthest away, they'd come and pick me up first. So then, yeah, and then pick, probably 2 or 3 people up. And we must have gone on a tour at hospital. One needed going to this department, one needed going to that department. And I says to him, how do you remember all these, these different departments and know where they are and everything? He says, well, when you come here as often as what I do, he says, you get to know where certain departments are. You know what I mean?
It's like when I worked at Bassett, I didn't know where I was going. It's a bloody massive place.
It is, but that's what I asked. I says, the amount of times I've been here, from one visit to the next, I can't remember where, what I mean? He says, well, I've been doing this job for years. And, oh, by the way, Kevin, I watched the video, Scrapman Dan sent you them wooden ornaments. I think they were absolutely exquisite. I didn't put a comment or anything, but I did watch it. So, but I thought they were very, very good.
We still need to send some.
I know.
Things out.
Yeah.
Other things and that.
Yeah. We haven't forgot about your stickers, everybody. But obviously, for certain reasons, we just still haven't got round to it. Pay more attention then. Well, you know what I'm like, Wakey. I forget what I'm saying halfway through saying it. So, but yeah, I did watch it and I thought they were absolutely lovely. So I just wanted to prove to you that I'd watched it. The art shape carving and the one where 2 faces. And when your wife said it got the likeness down to a TU. So can I have a sticker, please? Yeah, I'll put you on list, Tim. Kevin wants one. Ken Small Engine wants one. Johnny 5. Yeah, there's a shed load of people, but for obvious reasons, with his mum passing away and everything, went got round to it. So we will get there. I've got, just to prove to you, I've got a pack of 50 envelopes. That's sort of about as far. That's about as far as we've got. Look, I've got the envelope. We've got the stickers. It's just, we ain't got round to sending them out. So yeah. So, but once we sort of get back to normal, let's just say, we'll get. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's reminded me. Hi, Dr. Smith. How are you? If you have a few in the States, send them to me and I'll pass them out. I think we've only got Ken's Small Engine at the moment.
Laurie.
Oh yeah, Laurie. She's in Pennsylvania, isn't she?
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, I got a yeah, it has been a while. I was just saying, I thought I'd just come and sort of keep people up to date and yeah, what Chris says. Yeah, I had a message. I'll send some out for you. Cheers. We'll collaborate and we'll see, you know, who's got to go where and what not and whatever. Anyway, I had a message from somebody on my messenger other day. Now, he's a YouTuber, but he hasn't done a live stream in a long time. I don't know whether anybody of you knows of Harry Fessler. He goes by East Coast.
Going on YouTube again.
He did live stream, I think it was yesterday.
Oh.
East Coast Beach Bay. He's actually from New Jersey, right? So he messaged me the other day, and I think he's started a new venture. So he says to me, did I want to try some, is it Rolf Harris? No. Did I want to try some beef jerky? Nah, we were sort of going, you know. So I says, yeah. I says, we'll give it a try. No charge or anything, but he has posted it off. So
I'll not like it, knocking out as a treat.
Don't say that on here. Anyway, so there might be a video of a taste test. So, and we'll say yay or nay, or you know what I mean. Anyway, I thought I'd just put that out there. So I've never tried beef jerky in my life. It does get it in pound shop. I've never tried it. So I says to Chris, I says, well, you know, I don't mind giving it a try if you don't. I says we can do like a joint taste test, you know. But I think it does like different flavours, like teriyaki and I don't know. Anyway, so he's sending us, I don't know whether it's just one sample or a packet of 3 samples. I don't know. He sort of didn't elaborate, but he asked for his address, so I gave him his address. I'll do a video of taste testing. Just send me some cupcakes. But you see, it were a bit concerned because it were overseas and it were food. So he says, I don't know, you know, I don't know whether or not customs are allow it or not. He says, but I'll find out. He says, when I go to the post office. Anyway, I get the message saying it's been sent off and I don't know how long it'll take to get here or what. I don't know. But there will be a video of us trying it. So watch out for the video. So, yeah. Never tried it in my life. I don't know what it tastes like. I mean, Kevin, what does beef jerky taste like? Is it like bacon or?
I would say like chicken.
I don't know. I've never tried it. Does anybody know what it tastes like?
No idea.
So, but you know what? Well, that's me shot out at window then.
What?
Says you need good teeth for beef jerky.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Oh. It looks like
I've got about 3 good teeth left.
I'm going to say it looks like Chris doing beef jerky. It's like
Is it hard? Well, obviously.
It's like dehydrated fruit or veg. So it's beef that's dehydrated. Like, well, put it this way: Chris likes crispy bacon. Sort of, is it sort of on them lines? If you like,
I think it's a bit tougher than that.
If you like crispy bacon, I see. I like my bacon like it's
just big.
Yeah, like it's nearly still mooing. You know what I mean? I don't. That's difference in taste that we've got. I like my bacon. You know, it's hardly cooked. Chris likes his like you can break your teeth on it. You know, like the crispier the better.
It's
It's,
good memory.
it's like chewing old boot leather. Oh dear.
I'm not looking forward to this now. Well, we need to go, but I
So,
don't like it. Don't
yeah,
like it.
that's it. Same as Chris says, we'll give it a go. We'll give us honest opinion. If we don't like it, we'll say so. If we like it, then we'll say so. You know what I mean? But dried out raw beef. Oh dear.
I might have to stick some brown sauce on it, Wakey.
It says just follow the pig around the yard and take a bite. But yeah, that's that's where his tastes differ. Chris is a brown sauce kind of guy. I like tomato sauce. So yeah, we have got different tastes. We don't, crispy bacon. My lady says it yeah. But you see, this is a thing as well, and this is another thing where as tastes differ. Chris likes his eggs doing both sides. I don't know what you call that. I don't know.
Good.
Anyway, Chris likes his eggs doing both sides. I like my eggs like
You can dip your chicken.
yeah, where you can dip them in them and all yolk oozes out, and you know what I mean. But Chris don't. He likes his yolk solid. I'm with you on the bacon front, Jeanette.
There were
What?
a video on TikTok, right?
Yeah.
It was a bloke. He bought some eggs from Tesco or somewhere, from a shop, proper eggs, yeah. And he tried hatching one, and he actually had a little chicken shoulder.
Yeah. Grandpa says that over well. Wakey says over easy. So, yeah. But I like mine where I can dip whatever in them. You know what I mean? I like me yolk oozing.
Cooked on both sides.
And I love brown fruity sauce. Now, Chris likes his brown sauce, but it can only be HP. Don't do Daddy's. It's got to be HP brown sauce. And I only buy Heinz tomato sauce as well. So, yeah, we've got two.
Callum says, well, why have we dad got HP and I've got this crap that's in cooking?
Chris is like this. It's sooner go out than have Daddy's. It's got to be HP all the way. Crispy bacon, crispy egg. No, I don't like. You see, that's where Callum and me are similar, because he won't eat an egg if it's got them brown rings round outside it egg. No, I don't like crispy bacon. Had a couple of oozing duck eggs today. Nell had one too. But yeah, Callum won't even touch an egg if it's got that brown crispy bit round outside. I'm with you. But yeah. Nah, Chris, he'll eat his any which way so long as it's got HP sauce. But no crispy egg for me, no crispy bacon for me. But you see, this is where I'm saying we've all got as each individual tastes. You know what I mean? And it's like, one thing that we do agree on though is when we have a steak, it's got to be well done.
Oh yeah,
it's got to be well done. Not that well done that it's like, got black bits on it. You know what I mean? It's got to be well done. The pan is too hot for the egg if it's got brown rings. There you go.
Yeah.
So anyway, same as I say, we do agree that we like as steaks well done. We don't like it mooing or halfway mooing. You know what I mean? We like it well done, but not to the point of it being absolutely, what do you call it? Incinerated.
Right. It's time, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can want to check it as well.
So if you caught that, he's going a WALK with the pooch. I prefer mine so that a good vet will have it back on its feet. And now I can't stand blood oozing out on it. No, that's why it's got to be well done. No, that's one thing that turns my stomach. It's like people that say, "Oh, I like it rare," and you cut into congealed blood. I watched Alien. I don't want anything to have any chance of living if I'm going to eat it. That's it. That's it. My steak's got to be well done. I don't like it, rare or undercooked. Before you say it's not blood. Well, what would you call it then if it's red? What about steaks? And it says before you say it's not blood. I've got to switch camera around. Hang on a minute. I'm coming. Hang on a minute. I'm just going to turn your camera around 2 seconds.
Wait in a minute, mate.
Yeah. It's all right. It's just been
Biscuit.
biscuit. It's all right. I'm just showing you this is what biscuit's like when he's wanting to go for his.
Are you ready? Yeah, we're going in a minute, mate.
It's constitutional at night time. It's enzymes from the mist. Hi, Park Nest. How are you? It's his enzymes from the muscle tissue. Well, it looks very much like blood to me, Wakey. Whatever it is, it ain't going down my throat. It's all right.
Change the camera background. Again.
No, I don't, because I'm on. Yeah. It's all right. We're talking about steaks and how we like his eggs and his bacon, and do we like them well done? And Callum not even touch an egg if it's got one of them brown rings round outside. It's all crispy on outside, and it don't matter whether eggs runny or not. If it's got a brown ring round. Well, anyway, which way you look at it, Wakey, it's still off-putting when you cut into it and it's all oozing out all over the plate. It's no. Yeah, we like ours well done as well. Hiya, bro. How are you? So yeah, give me a well done steak any day at week. But it's funny. Oh dear. Oh. He's just took biscuit out for his nightly constitutional. Yeah, I can remember like when we were talking about it on baking live stream. My mum used to have the same feeling about it until she tried a steak that I cooked for her. Well, you'll have to come and cook me one then, Wakey. See if you can change my mind. Okie dokie, Amjad. I shall see you tomorrow evening, 9 o'clock on the dot. See you later. Thanks for coming in, Amjad. But this, I mean, it won't do for everybody to be the same. I mean, we're just talking about, sauces. Chris will only have HP brown sauce. Callum will only have Heinz tomatoes, ketchup. You know what I mean? But it's a case of each to their own, and whatever whatever taste you've got, isn't it, really? So yeah. So for the latecomers that have come in, I'm doing the baking live stream tomorrow night in 2 parts. Tomorrow evening we will be making the cake bit, but you've got to mix the mixture of milk, evaporated milk and condensed milk and soak the cake in it overnight. Well, it says at least 4 hours. So I'm doing it in 2 parts. I'm doing the cake and putting the milk mixture on top of it tomorrow. And then is part 2 will be on Wednesday, which is the milkshake bit, which is double cream, the strawberry milkshake mix, and the strawberry decorations. Oh, I'm looking for a replacement car for my daily driver. Oh, have you seen anything, or are you, you know? Now, this is what I'm talking about, Wakey. I like it well done, but I don't like it incinerated. If that makes sense. I don't like it, you know. Yeah. So there's like well done, and then there's like completely obliterated, you know what I mean? So yeah, you know what I mean? It's so I thought I'd you know, MPV or possibly an SUV. Oh, so you've not actually sort of been and looked at any, or you know, got anything specific in mind, you know what I mean? I've got bloody, it's good job Chris in here, I've got a bloody moth in here now. I don't know about you lot, but it's been Volvo. Ooh, half a cow. It's been that warm. We've been invaded by the, you know, these little midges doing my nutting. I don't know whether anybody else has been saying, but Chris got fly spray today because there were thousands on them in downstairs toilet. And there were just these like little tiny midge things. Horrible. Suzuki, it ain't a Viagra, it's Vitara. He always says it's a Viagra. It ain't Viagra, it's a Suzuki Vitara. But you know, it all depends what, you know, what your needs are. And you know, it's like me and my lady were talking the other day. Now we've got the Vauxhall Grandland X. Now she went for that one, but then decided, you know, at last minute that she was going for the one that's below that. Oh, excellent. On my 4th Volvo. Now we had a Volvo and we never had any trouble with it until engine just seized up on it one day. So, but you know, we're quite pleased with that Vauxhall that we've got. I can't fault it. You know what I mean? The Volvo XC90 is the best choice for an SUV. Oh. But yeah, you know, oh dear. Oh, I've been smashing flies with my, we see what we've got them things that you stick up on ceiling, you know, them fly sticky traps, but these is like these dead tiny little midge things, and it's only because it's been that warm. We did have one of them, it's like a tennis racket, but is that what they call a zapper? And what do you think of that then, Park Nest? You know, cornflower. I don't know what they are, Wakey. They're like what I call midges. But there's, I've noticed a hell of a lot of them today. Not normal flies, them little tiny midges, and they're irritating. So, but it's like with them, like swatter things, they're too tiny to zap them. And I tell you, I keep I bought them off Amazon. It's pack about 10. Yeah, I've heard 1 or 2 people saying there's a lot of flying ants. Now that's one thing that we haven't had problem with is ants. I left a sticky fly trap hanging and it had about 50 on it. Then about 200 flew in the kitchen. It was like a horror movie. But you see, we always have one in the kitchen when it gets like summer. Got one, because you see, we've got like a long through room. So I've got one at each end. And, but these are just like a whole different ball game. They're like what I call midges. I haven't seen your pants. No, thank you very much. Them little midges are enough doing me head in. And it's like, you know, walked into the toilet and and you're going like this. Because they fly everywhere. And Chris says, I know, he says, I'll go in with fly spray. Because we've always got fly spray in case we have a wasp and it gets stuck somewhere and can't go out. And Chris don't like moths either. So it comes in handy if there's any stray moths come in. Because that's one thing that Chris don't like. He don't like moths. I've had Jags, but if you want comfort, safety and reliability, Volvo are it. But it's worth remembering that any Volvo after 2008 is a Ford with a crap. Oh, I didn't know that. You see, my outlook on cars is if it's got an engine, 4 wheels and a steering wheel, we're good to go. Summertime in the Scottish Islands is a dangerous business. Oh dear. But yeah. But, you know, these, I tell you, I have never seen so many of these little midges like actually indoors. I mean, you can see them like, you know, outside and they congregate round lights and whatever. But I've never actually seen as many midges indoors than I did this afternoon. So, but that's one thing that, you know, we haven't seen a lot on. We haven't seen a lot of ants and we haven't seen a lot of hornets. You know, I mean, not so long ago or a couple of years ago, we're at ladybugs. We're having, you know, an infestation of ladybugs, and you know they were sort of everywhere you looked. Oh, so you've already got your eye on one then, partners. Right, it's 11:05. That's it. Bro said they're right next to a farmer's field and the flies are a plenty. I'm telling about all them little midges this afternoon.
Oh, the really nightmare. We're back.
Yeah. Chris is stripping off as soon as he comes in. I've got an hornet in the shed.
Lucky. Freedom Day.
Come on. Right, I'm going, guys, and I will see you tomorrow evening for the baking live stream, 9 o'clock. Don't forget, and I'm doing it in 2 parts, so I'll be baking Tuesday and Wednesday. So I'll see you. Oh, talking cars now. So I'll see you all tomorrow. Don't forget 9 o'clock tomorrow and 9 o'clock Wednesday. But the one on Wednesday will be quite short because all I've got to do is decorate it. So, but I wanted to show you how it looked. So I'll see you all later, guys. Stay safe, stay well.
Night all.
Bye.
Bye.
See?